was flat. My stomach was so flat. Oh, I felt like everyone was lying to me. I felt like I was in a movie.
This TikToker didn't know that she'd been pregnant for 8 months.
Just because you take a negative pregnancy test, just because you're on contraception, and just because you get your period does not mean you are not pregnant. How did I actually have a baby? In 4 weeks and 4 days, I gave birth.
And she wasn't the only one shaken up by her surprise pregnancy, because once she shared the news to her family, no one believed her.
Mom, I'm giving birth in 4 weeks and 4 days. She looked at me and she said, what? She thought I was lying. When she told my dad thought I was lying. When she told my brother, he thought I was lying. And then it was like, I had to like sit them down, show them paperwork.
Now her followers are also wondering how she got pregnant without her body giving out any sign. And what she revealed left women on the internet scared that it could also happen to them. As a 21-year-old, having a baby wasn't part of Tawana's plan just yet. So she made sure to do everything to prevent herself from having an unwanted pregnancy.
So it wasn't like I was just using condoms or anything. I had an implant.
But being careful wasn't enough, and Tawana learned this the hard way when she started feeling so sick to the point where she could no longer stand on her own.
So I woke up one day and boy, I felt like I was dying. Like I just couldn't understand what was going on in my body. I couldn't get out of the bed.
She called for an ambulance and was sent straight to the hospital, where the doctor diagnosed her with an organ failure and advised her to undergo a radiation scan.
I feel like you might have organ failure. And I look at him and I'm like, organ failure? I was just out last week and you're telling me I might have organ failure.
But like a sign from the universe, her nurse also felt like something was wrong with her diagnosis, and this nurse begged the doctor to do an ultrasound on Tawana instead.
She's like, doctor, no, please, let's scan. Let's do the, you know when they scan for the baby with the jelly on the stomach. She's like, please, let's just check. Boy, long story short, this woman checked my stomach after convincing the doctor there was a full-grown fetus inside my body.
But this is where things got hella confusing for Tawana, because while she was panicking and thinking whether or not she wants to keep her baby, the doctor told her that this option was off the table.
I don't want to have a child. I am not ready for this. I can't do this. And then he looked at me and said, but that's not the problem, Tawana. The problem is you're going to have a child, and you're having that child in 4 weeks and 4 days.
This news was so hard for Tawana to process, but luckily, her doctor walked her through, understanding her rare situation. And this is when her doctor explained that she had a cryptic pregnancy, a rare type of pregnancy where a woman shows little to no signs or symptoms of carrying a baby.
I really thought it was fake. I really thought the girls were out here lying. I thought they was lying.
But despite what she went through, Tawana did her best to embrace motherhood, even if it came unexpectedly.
River's fine, and I'm a great mom, and I love my baby.